Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Today's story is Bush Babies, Outback. Quincy the quokka was the happiest animal in the bush. He always had a smile on his face. He lived in a wonderful place that few have seen in a country called Australia. He and his family lived on a small island off the mainland called Rottnest Island. Quincy had a large family. One of his best friends was his cousin Kai the Kangaroo. They loved hopping around together, chasing one another from one place to the other. They especially loved playing hide and seek, although Kai could jump higher than Quincy could. Problem was that quokkas loved the nighttime, while kangaroos are better in the daytime. What could they do? They decided to ask their friend Kale the Koala. He was awake at all the times of the day and night, so he would know the best time for them to play. "Kale," asked Quincy, "would you please help us?" Kale looked down from his perch in the tree and said, "Of course. You'll have to give me some time, though. You know I don't move too quickly." Kale settled himself, facing Quincy and Kai. "Now, what seems to be the problem?" Kai was first. He said, "Well, you see, we're both awake at different times of the day, so how can we play together?" He was bouncing up and down as he spoke. Kale looked at him and said, "Kai, stop bouncing. I can't concentrate when you're doing that." "Sorry," said Kai, settling down. "Quincy, are you eating again?" asked Kale. "Thing is," said Quincy, chewing while he talked, "we love playing together, but one of us is always tired when we get together. What should we do?" Kale thought for a minute. "It's almost my nap time. Let me sleep on it. Come back this evening and I'll have an answer for you." Kai and Quincy looked at each other. They knew every time was nap time for Kale. While Quincy went home to sleep, Kai went to find his brothers and sisters. As he approached his home, he ran into Ozzy, the ostrich. "What's up, Kai?" asked Ozzy. "You look down. You're not as bouncy as usual." Kai looked at Ozzy and said, "Thing is, Quincy and I are trying to solve a problem. Kale is helping us, but he needed to take a nap and Quincy needed to go to bed, so we decided to meet this evening when they're both awake." "Sounds like it's a big problem," Ozzy said. "Let's go take your mind off of it and play hide and seek." Ozzy and Kai spent the rest of the day playing hide and seek, chasing rabbits, and generally just having a good time. Before they knew it, it was time for Kai to meet Kale and Quincy. "Thanks for keeping me occupied, Ozzy," Kai said. "It helped a lot." "What are friends for?" "I hope Kai has an answer for you," Ozzy said as he went on his way. As Kai watched Ozzy run, and boy was he fast, he heard, "Hey Kai, it's time to see Kale." It was Quincy. The two headed over to Kale's perch. On the way, they told each other jokes, and Kai talked about what he and Ozzy did during the day. When they finally reached Kale's tree, they stopped. "Kale, we're here!" yelled Quincy. Kale peered through the leaves. "Oh, there you are," he said. "I think I have a solution." Kai and Quincy looked at each other. "We knew you could do it! Tell us, they both said, talking over each other. "Well, I think you should come up with a new game. Quincy, when you're awake during the night, find some things to hide and write clues on the leaves. Then Kai, when you wake up, you have to find what Quincy hid. Then you do the same for Quincy." "That's a great idea," said Quincy. "Why didn't we think of that?" "And then, when we're both awake in the morning and the evening, we can get together and figure out what was missed," Kai said. "Great fun! Thank you!" "That's what I'm here for," said Kale. "Now, could you bring me that eucalyptus branch over there? The one I'm sitting on is a bit old." Kai brought over the branch, and both he and Quincy said goodbye to Kale. They hopped away, happy a solution to their problem was found. This has been Grandma Lori. Thanks for joining me.